Welcome back. They've been touring the country all year. Now they are back home in North Carolina. Austin and Sarah McCombie, aka Chatham Rabbits, are here with us this morning. How are you both?
So
Great.
Good.
Thanks for having us.
We are so glad to be here. We're a little groggy this morning. We got into Charlotte around 2 from a show in Knoxville, but we're here and we're thrilled to be here.
We were talking about that. I said I was waking up when you all were getting into Charlotte. So how many hours of sleep was that for you?
Maybe 4.
3, 4.
Yeah.
It's
in a hotel.
It's fine. Like, this is part of the journey. It is part of the madness, part of what we do for a living, and you just make it work.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So you're performing in Charlotte tonight. We're going to get to all those details because I know you're going to want to see them in just a minute. First, though, I want to hear more about you. You both grew up in North Carolina, but different parts, right?
Yes. So I grew up in central North Carolina in Alamance County, just rural farming area. And Austin grew up in Wilmington.
Yeah, a beach bum.
He's a beach bum. And then we met when we were both in school in Raleigh. Austin was at NC State and I was at Peace College. And we started playing music.
Did you meet over music though? Like, how did that come together? How'd that work?
I was a fanboy. Sarah was in another band, and I didn't know her. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
He was the Yoko Ono of this situation.
That's right. No, yeah, I saw her perform, and I was with my roommate, and I was like, I need to talk to that girl. So, yeah, I did. A year later, we went on our first date. Yeah.
How wonderful. Okay, so how many years ago was that?
We have been
8 years.
8 years. We're about to celebrate 7 years of marriage, which is bananas.
Yeah.
Like, our marriage is a second grader, so I cannot handle that.
Well, happy early anniversary. That's wonderful.
Thank you.
How do you balance that? Married life, treating each other as husband and wife, but then also getting the show on the road every night, right?
I wish we had the answer.
It is a constant challenge, struggle. I mean, this is something we talk about a lot. We go to therapy. We try to be as communicative as possible, but it is definitely not for the faint of heart.
Yeah, business partners and married partners is definitely
Bananas.
has its challenges for sure.
But you guys are making it work.
Yeah.
When did you establish Chatham Rabbits?
We started doing this full time in 2018. Austin was a financial planner for several years before that. I was a Montessori music teacher, and we just wanted to make a change, and we were like, okay, the scary thing is not trying this. Like, that's what we're going to regret.
Not doing it. That was the risk.
That's the risk. So it's just been going great, and we love this life.
And how did you come up with the name? I'm sure you get this all the time.
We do. It's not because we want 18 children or anything.
People do ask that.
People do ask that and assume all sorts of things. But Chatham Rabbits comes from the history of actual rabbits in Chatham County at the turn of the 20th century. People would come from all over to hunt these massive rabbits. And there were string bands and baseball teams and church groups that all had Chatham Rabbits in the name. And we lived there for 7 years, so we kind of
pulled from that.
Yeah, we pulled on from that.
Why the folk music for you both?
Man, I think that's just what we've always been drawn to. Sarah was in an old time band before, and my Uncle David introduced me to guitar, and I started playing like a lot of like classic rock stuff, but you know, that kind of also falls into the, you know, the blues and stuff all kind of falls into like the roots category.
Yep.
I don't know. I just met Sarah and I was like, if I'm gonna be with her, I gotta learn how to play the fiddle and.
Yeah, you got right.
You can see who changed for who more.
Yeah.
But,
hey.
yeah, we've
What can I
loved
say?
Well, we've only got about 30 seconds. So tonight's show.
Yes.
Tell us where they can watch you.
We are going to be at the Neighborhood Theater tonight in Noda. The doors open at 7. The show is at 8 o'clock. Nora Jane Struthers is opening, and we are so excited. It's all ages, and again, this is at the Neighborhood Theater tonight, November 11th in Noda. We're so excited to see y'all there.
In just a little bit, you're going to perform a song for us. It's called Abigail. What's the heart behind that song?
It's about the pack horse librarians of Kentucky back in the 1930s, and just this really amazing group of women who rode horses into the mountains and delivered library books to kids.
That's what Sarah's dream job is.
Yes.
That's what she wants to do.
Exactly.
Well, you're going to want to hear this, so you need to stick around. We've got that coming up in just a little bit. We're so glad that you all are with us today.
Thanks,
here.
Mary.
And we can't wait to hear you here in Charlotte tonight.
I can't wait. We love Charlotte. Thank you guys so much for watching.
All right, Kristen, over to you.
Oh, I just adore